In the summer of 1588, England stood on the brink of one of the most significant naval battles in its history. The Spanish Armada, an unconquerable fleet dispatched by King Philip II of Spain, was sailing towards the English Channel with the intent to overthrow Queen Elizabeth I and restore Catholicism to England. The tension in the air was palpable, and the fate of the nation hung in the balance. Queen Elizabeth I was no stranger to the skills of strategy and foresight, having laid the groundwork years before the Armada's sail. She was known for her wisdom and her cunning planning. Her advisors, especially Sir Francis Walsingham, were long aware of the threat posed by Spain, and Elizabeth took decisive action. One of her more ingenious methods was the introduction of a seemingly innocuous law, encouraging the consumption of more fish in English diets. It was, in fact, a masterstroke designed to strengthen the seafaring capabilities of her countrymen. Fish days, traditionally Friday and Saturday, were enforced by law. This increased demand for fish boosted the fishing industry and ensured England had a population rich in experienced sailors, ready-made naval men when the time came. Moreover, this move helped preserve the livestock, critical during times of war. As the Armada set sail from Spain, England's navy, though smaller and less heavily armed, was made up of experienced seamen, adept at navigation in the choppy waters surrounding the British Isles. Sir Francis Drake, a renowned sailor himself, led the fleet alongside Lord Charles Howard. They employed innovative tactics to confound the Spaniards, utilizing smaller, more agile ships to outmaneuver the cumbersome Spanish galleons. On the night of July 28, 1588, the English executed a daring plan. They sent 8 burning fireships into the anchored Spanish fleet near Calais. Panic ensued amongst the Spanish ships, which cut their anchors to escape the flames. The resultant confusion led to a decisive engagement known as the Battle of Gravelines. Despite the numerical superiority of the Armada, the English fleet's proficiency and strategic advantage gave them the upper hand. The elements themselves seemed to favour Elizabeth's cause, with the Protestant Wind, a fierce storm, scattering the Spanish ships as they attempted to retreat. Queen Elizabeth I's decisive leadership and strategic planning were ultimately pivotal in the defeat of the Armada. Her famous speech at Tilbury, where she declared her willingness to die with her loyal countrymen, inspired the troops, bolstering their resolve. The defeat of the Spanish Armada marked a turning point in naval history and solidified England's status as an emerging sea power. It marked the beginning of a new era for England, with Elizabeth being celebrated as a heroine who thwarted one of the greatest military threats of her reign, and the savvy monarch who had ensured her nation's readiness through a simple change in dietary law. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more royal history at your fingertips.